little bit of milk. We're going to introduce them to milk today. And over time, over the next week or so, they're going to increase what they eat. We're trying to just, there's a small litter, so they have been eating very, very, very well. So I'd like to know who's watching, so I can actually feel like I'm talking to a person. So if you can let me know who's in the comments, and I can actually talk specifically to you, if that makes any sense. So anyhow, I will actually have to move the adults out because they're going to want to drink the milk. So anyhow, give me a moment here. Okay, out. Good job. Good job. All right, so they're not happy right now. I'm going just to start. They're not really not happy. They're just not used to change. So they were so used to their nice whelping box, and we kind of just brought them into this area. Hello. How are you? Hi, Claudia. How are you doing today? We are going to give them milk for the first time, and I apologize. I got in your way. Oops. I guess I did get in your way. All right. So we're going to put the camera on here, and we're going to introduce them to some milk. I'll show you what I'm giving them right now, but there you go. You want to try something good? I use my granddaughter's sippy cup to mix it because I can shake it. What's that? Huh? What's that? This is clean, so don't be grossed out if I step on it. Ooh, I'm going to get you used to some milk. Nom. Nom. Now, like I said, they're pretty chunky babies, so they are getting significant milk from their mom. So I'm not going to really rush it, but usually this is the time I start them with a little bit of milk, and then we graduate eventually to mush. So we'll see how they do and go from there. There you go. Good job, babies. They're like, I don't want this. Are you kidding me? They're like, oh, I mean that. All right. So we'll give them a little bit of time. I'm not going to push it too much. Hey, Chris, how are you? Well, hello. I'm glad you guys are watching. So they are 3.5 weeks old. They're eating very, very well by their mom, so it does not surprise me that they're not really interested in it, but over time they will be. So we're just going to offer it every day, and once they start to really be into it, then we'll bring it out more. So, oh yeah. All right, I see what we're going to have to do to fix this up a little bit. You see what I mean? Yeah, we have a tray. Actually, if you want to give me that tray right there.
What tray?
The tray that's, yeah. Like, yep. I'm not ready. I kind of figured it would be too early for them. But that's okay. You want to try one more time, sweet girl? Oh, what's that? Just forget that. All right, that's fine. They don't have to. But I know who will drink it. Mama! Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to put a barrier so they don't get to the cord. There we go. Here you go, Mom. All right, so we'll try them again in a couple of days. Right now, they're just not ready for it yet, and that's absolutely okay. Mom's going to show them. The whelping box door is open. The puppies have already been introduced to part of the pack. The dogs that have been in the program for a period of time, those are the dogs that we know we can sense how they're going to interact with the puppies. We know how they're going to interact with each other. So therefore, that's why we know exactly who we can implement playing with them. There we go. All right, so let me get rid of this stuff now. We tried. When they're really ready, though, they're ready, and they'll come and they'll eat. But look how chunky these guys are. Sweet, sweet girl. They have new names. I want to say her name is Peaches, but I'm going to double check to make sure. And then we have Milo is the red one. The black one, oh my goodness. Don't be insulted. It's a brand new name. Squishy or I don't remember what you named him, but I will go back to our conversations to find out what it was. It was cute. Has to do with squishy. Has to do with their faces. And as you can see, they're walking around and they're going to be doing more playing. In the next couple of weeks, their ears should start going up and all that other nice stuff. So this is Auntie Bella. Auntie Bella loves babies. She will play with them. She will love on them. Smudge, yes. I knew it had something to do. It's awesome. I love it. Smudge and Smudgy for a nickname, I believe you had said. I do have to update all my records today. It's been a busy week, which is good. Busy is good. Oh my goodness. Oh, we'll let them play and then we'll get to weights here in a few minutes. They're like, hello. Hello. So basically, what we do at this time is we've already started their deworming and parasite control. We have had to change things up a little bit. It's always a forever thing to try to figure out parasite control, but we started them on a new, we started giving our adults this natural dewormer alongside with the other protocol, because this natural dewormer is, it's actually done a lot of good for them. I've never seen their poop so nice and formed like they are now. So I'm waiting to see what the results are going to be, to see how effective it is before I start really talking about it more and more and more. But with that said, all of the adults have been on it. All of the adults are currently doing their every 3-month protocol of deworming and just, basic protocol protection, prevention, especially when you're dealing with dogs in a breeding program. So with that said, I'm not concerned about parasites right now because they're all being treated. They're all under the same routine. This is very good for socialization. So as you can see, they're all going to get used to each other, and the other dogs are going to get used to bigger dogs. We do have the 3 bigger dogs the Akita and the two other ones that we will be introducing when they're a lot older, probably around 8 weeks old. So they'll be used to that. And my granddaughter's going to be playing with them more, so they're used to being around young kids. This is the age where we really get Anna involved more and more. Yeah. Hey, littles. How is the visual for you guys? Is it pixelated? Is it, is the stream nice and clear? It's okay? Is it any better than before, or? Well, you could tell the washing machine just changed cycles. We had a flicker. Well, yeah. All right, guys. I think I'm going to get into the whelping box as much as I didn't want to. I think I am going to get in there because I'm going to start weighing and start doing their nails, all that other nice stuff here in a minute. Oh, my goodness. What's the matter, Bebels? Bella's like, hey, I want these babies. Oh, come here, sweet boy. Sweet boy. Mr. Milo, he's going to Virginia. Let's see what this little guy weighs. He's held. He's gonna want a lot of love and attention, guys, and that's absolutely okay. He weighs 2 pounds, 11.8 ounces. Unbelievable. And Bella's like, hey, that's supposed to be my baby. $11.8. There you go. Hey, how you doing, Milo? All right. Okay, so Milo's been weighed. Auntie Bella, do you want the baby? So let's find out what Mrs. Peaches' name is. Wait, duh. She's like, hello, that's the baby. 3 pounds, 1.6 ounces. My goodness, girly. You are nice and healthy. Good girl. So she weighs 3 pounds, 1.6 ounces. Her eyes are still blue. Actually, I'll look at all of them in just a moment once I can get into the whelping box to sit. What are you doing? Come on. Unless you know what you're doing, I would never advise allowing another female with another female's puppies. It can be really tragic. But I've raised these two since they were babies. I know their personalities, and we've done this enough. I know what I'm looking for. Okay, so my Smudge is 3 pounds, 1.3 ounces. Very nice, very nice. All right. All right, so I am going to see what I can do moving closer to them so I can actually do their nails and just chit chat and all that other stuff. So yeah, they are doing an this is so picture perfect, I swear. All right. I'm going to be working on pictures here soon. Actually, I'll be doing that today. I have been working on, oops, shoots. I hope I didn't lose you guys. Okay, no, I'm good. All right, we're gonna have to fix that after the live stream, but that's okay. We'll do that later. All right, let's see if I can get down here. All right, we can move you guys so you don't need to see me. Hey, Chris, can I ask for your assistance just for a minute? I appreciate it. Dusty's like, what are you doing? Okay, I need that. There. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Don't. Aren't they beautiful? Oh, wait, absolutely. Never mind. I've got my stand right here, honey. I'm such a dum-dum. I had it right here. Thank you.
Stick it on the tray and stick it on the pole.
There. Now, how is it's good? Okay. All right. Okay. So as you can see, we're starting to socialize. They're doing really, really well. I'm going to start. We have next weekend. We're going to be deworming again. They'll be at their 4-week deworming. They'll be a little bit older than that. They'll be 4.5 weeks, but that's okay. We can do that. And then, oh my goodness, you guys are just precious. Oh, all right. We'll put this up after. We'll secure it after we're all said and done here. It's got to make a noise, guys. Okay. All right. Yeah, we want to keep the heat on a little bit longer. It gets chilly sometimes, and the weather here in northern Maine is just not really nice. Bella's like, oh, I love these babies. She goes, I really love these babies. And Dusty, well, Dusty's plain old amazing anyway. Oh, shoot. All right. So I am actually just going to clip the nails. Get them used to it. The nails are not bad at all, but I want to make sure, like when you bring them home, I would absolutely make sure that you're continuing with their nails. Do it once a week, even if it's just to take the little bitty tip off of it. Hi, beautiful. Isn't she beautiful? Oh my goodness. I think she's absolutely amazing. And right now she still has the beautiful blue eyes. I hope you keep them, baby girl. You are gorgeous. Beautiful blue eyes. I just did the front only because they're not long at all, and which is fine. During the week, if they need to be done, I'll do them again. Okay, where did I put that? Okay, right here. And then this beautiful boy, I think he might keep some blue, but I believe one of them is turning green. So I think he's going to have dual colored eyes. Now we are blessed having these. Oh, his is a little bit longer. What's he doing that I missed? He just is curious. They're babies. I think you might want to take Otto's ball away. because Otto will get so worked up that he will go without drinking water. He'll overheat over a ball. And he ended up grabbing the ball from this pen when we were fixing it up this morning. And so he's sitting there and I could hear him huffing and puffing from the other room. And I'm like, oh my goodness, dude. Huh, baby? Why are you so gorgeous? Why are you so gorgeous? She goes, there's a camera in my whelping box. What's that, Mom? Have you guys ever seen a whelping box like this with full of adult dogs? Hey, baby boy. Otto might come and explore as well. I'm not sure. I think if he has a way to get in here, he will. You coming in to see Mom? All right, you can go in. Oh my. Oh my. He's like, this is party time, party time, party time. Like I said, I would not do this if this is something that you're, she's like, hello. He's smelling. He's like, what's all this about? Oh, okay. So she's there's something about Otto that she's not liking. So we'll get him out of the bed. All right. As you can see, she really didn't do anything but kiss him, but it just shows me right there that she's not happy and just, give her the space. Yeah. But as you can see, she's good with Dusty. She actually, her and Dusty are almost, well, actually, no. There's about 6 months difference between her and Dusty, but they pretty much grew up together. Now, Otto is a dominant male, not an aggressive where you have to worry, but he's the teacher. So she knows this. And so she's kind of protecting her babies. He would never do anything to the puppies. As a matter of fact, I cannot wait till they get a little bit older because then you'll see how much of a mush he is with his puppies. He loves his puppies big time. Cover my feet. You don't need to see my feet. But yeah, I'm a baby girl. She goes, I love my mama. I love my mama. So this week, we're going to continue every day offering them a little bit of milk. As you can see, I just made a little bit because I did not feel that they were going to be too interested in it. But I usually like to start when they're about 3.5 weeks old. This is a small litter, so honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't start drinking on their own by 4 or 4.5 weeks, which is absolutely fine. I let them do their own thing. Most of the time when it comes to, with my experience and how we do things, once I start seeing them interested in mama's food is when I know it's time. So typically mama always has food in her. We make sure that our females are well fed so that way they have enough nutrition to support their body and they also have enough nutrition to support the puppy's needs. So if this is the first time tuning into this is not their litter of puppies. They are just part of the gang and the dogs. The Frenchton side of the program, all of them have been doing this for some time together and they all know what to expect and what behaviors are expected. And not only that, they're really great natured dogs in our breeding programs. So, but when it comes to hormones, behaviors come out that you don't necessarily see. So if you have a sweet-natured dog, doesn't mean that when they have their puppies, they're going to be sweet-natured. They're going to be protective, and all those protective instincts come in full-fledged, and they're going to protect. But as you can see, Nugget has no qualms about leaving her puppies with Bella and Dusty. Dusty is Bella's son. Oh my goodness. So does anybody have any questions for me today? I know, we have the different setup now. We are looking at potty pad training. When they go home, most of the time, this breed can be stubborn, but most of the time the puppies are very familiar with going on a pee pad type situation. In the wintertime here in northern Maine, the sub-zero weather, I'm not bringing a little Frenchton that is 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks old outside. But we do encourage potty pad training. If it was a bigger dog, it would be a different story, but these are small dogs that don't really have much protection on them. My goodness, they're just chilling like a villain. So that's what we do. We are going to start this process here. And then later on, as they get older, they will be introduced to the outside, but that's going to be a little bit later. They're still very young. They're only 3.5 weeks old, but we figure why not start them on all the positive habits now? So, oh, Smudge's eyes. Let me check. Come here, my little Smudge. They are, but okay, so the left eye, so his left eye is brighter than the other one. So this eye here looks like it's going to end up turning hazel. As much as we want them to stay blue, I can tell you that they can change up to 6 to 7 months of age. What we're seeing a lot of the heterochromia, where their eye is a mixture of color, where they have the brown and then the specks of blue. That's what we see a lot with this designer breed. And as you can see, Mr. Milo is snuggling up to Auntie, and Auntie is just loving every second of it. Every second of it. So I have been working very, very hard on as I announced, I had taken all of my long form videos off of YouTube. I was just very unsatisfied with the video quality. I was unsatisfied with the visual and the auditory. So with that said, I want this YouTube channel to be a place of comfort where somebody can come and watch puppies and smile and be happy. And that's what I want it to be. And of course, it's going to showcase the two different breeding programs that we have. We have the Frenchton side of things, which is our original program. But now I have partnered up with a woman. Her name is Libby. Do not mind Pagan. So Libby and I are doing the Frenchies together. So because they are a co-owned situation, they're going to be run the same as my Frenchton program, but we're dealing with different genetics. So my Frenchton program will not be we're not using the same genetics as we are with the fluffy side of things. And there's really nothing wrong. There's really no reason behind. There's certain DNA that we need for our Frenchie program. And with these guys here, the health genetics is what we really, really focus on more besides instead of color and all that other stuff. So with the Frenchie side, the first part of the genetics is making sure that they're healthy. But then after that, there's certain genetics that we were looking at to create a really nice line of fluffy Frenchies. So I'm just not going to be focused on the color DNA when it comes to this program, because it's really not needed when it comes to the Frenchtons. So anyhow, so this is what's going to be coming up here this week. We're going to continue trying to offer them some milk. We are going to continue just socializing them. They're snuggling up to Auntie, and of course, Uncle Dusty is just chilling in the box with them. As you can tell, they all have really, really nice temperaments. And then you're going to start seeing a lot more play. Chris has been started on our spring cleanup. Yesterday he had somebody here and they took out 3 truckfuls of stuff. He started a project last fall. He was in hopes of making an extension to this room on the other side. However, we could not utilize it and we couldn't use it because he had some challenges that he did have surgery for. He had a hernia and he needed to have that taken care of. So that project was put on hold. So now he's started working on that project again. And these guys are going to have more room to play. They're going to have more space. And, even though the space we have has worked out well because they don't require a lot of space, us in our mind, we want to see them with more room. So he's working on that. I'll do a little vlog this week on that so that way you can see, but it's really going to be like the little framework of it. You're not going to see the whole picture until it's actually done. So there's a lot of work that has to be done. And because we are older and we're doing it on our own, it's going to take a little bit longer than it would if we hired somebody and had them come in to do it. And we may end up still doing that depending on how Chris feels. So anywho, so they're going to have more area to explore. I haven't shown you guys the back outside area. They do have 2 areas in the back that we can let them go out and play for a little bit. We haven't been able to utilize it because our indoor area has to be complete, but at least they're able to use that in the wintertime to go potty. And we let them out the doggy door outside to go potty out in the back. So we're going to be able to use that more. The hopes is we'll be able to use that area more so they can actually have inside, outside areas. And when there's certain times we have to separate the dogs, then we can. A lot of changes are going to happen this year. At this time, I believe we have only one. Yeah, we only have one female that we can have Frenchton litters with. So we potentially could have one more litter of Frenchtons this year, but I'm not quite sure if that's actually going to happen or not. It all depends on Mother Nature and everything else. She's letting them suckle and she has no milk. That is so funny. Her puppy, her last litter, she's only had 2 litters. Her last litter was back last year. She hasn't had puppies now since January. So she's like, hello. I love my babies. I love babies. She's so pretty. So if you're just tuning in, Bella is not the mother of these puppies. She is the auntie. She's the Sarah mama that will give them extra cuddles. So back to my YouTube channel. So I've been working really hard and really exploring different things. One of the things that I thought about was we're always putting relaxation music for our dogs. And I'm like, well, why can't we do the same thing, but put visuals of our dogs in the box or sleeping on the couch or doing things or playing outside. And it's funny because these dogs will actually watch it. So why not do that for a place of comfort? So we've been working on those, but unfortunately, it's very difficult when you don't have enough storage space on your computer that I can only do as much as like a 2-hour block. I've tried using OBS. I've tried using StreamYard, and I just do not have enough memory on my computer to be able to do it. So I have to problem solve that. So the most we're going to get are 2-hour blocks of relaxation, ASMR, dog TV type of recordings, and that's okay. It's something that we can put on for our dogs. Then we want to do a lot more of the short vlogs to let you know what their day entails, what our day entails. And that can, we're not going to do that on a daily basis. I know some breeders that do it on a daily basis and they're amazing with it. I'm all over the place. So for me to actually sit there and do one a day, oh my goodness, I couldn't do it. But we have 4 videos right now that we have templates for. I've been doing a lot of notes, writing down what I want to say. I've been trying to because if I can do it on the cuff because, I'm going with my heart and how I feel and how we do things. But when I get in front of the camera, I will forget something or I'll ramble on or I'll go somewhere. So I'm trying to put myself together a nice system that I can do that will remind me, pinpoint bullet points of what we need to talk about on our videos. And so that way it doesn't feel like it's rehearsed and it doesn't feel like it's, I'm reading from a script. I don't want those type of videos. Those are boring. Those are just not cool. The 3 biggest projects I have right now is the differences between a Frenchton and a Frenchie and why we have both and how you can really make the informed decision on what is better to meet your lifestyle, whether it's a Frenchton or a Frenchie. Wonderful, wonderful choices, but there's some differences. The Frenchtons have the best of both worlds when it comes to the Boston Terrier and the French Bulldog. So it really has to do with what your preference is and what your lifestyle is, right? So then the other video is 10 reasons why you should get a French Bulldog or Bulldog mixed puppy. You're going to see me referring a lot more to Bulldog mixed puppies because it's just an algorithm thing. So you're going to see more about that. Look at these guys. My goodness gracious. A pile of puppy love. Unbelievable, huh? And then 10 reasons why you shouldn't get a French Bulldog or a Frenchton mix. Another thing, so the 4th one is really has a lot to do with, I don't remember what I had called it on my post, but it has to do with what you need to do to prepare yourself to bringing a French Bulldog or a French Bulldog mix home and what to expect. So a lot of people don't really know, like if you haven't had a puppy in a while, you're not going to know what behaviors to expect. You're not going to know that nipping hands is a normal puppy thing that they need to learn not to do. And some breeds are some breeds have little quirks that you need to know. So we want to put a video together that will explain that all. So I have 4 really significant. I have 4 significant videos that I'm going to be working on. I'm hoping to get 1 a week published on those. And those are our goal is to publish those on Thursdays. I'd like to continue with these lives on Sunday because I really like the connection that I have been able to establish through my YouTube videos. The way that I was doing it before, you guys, it really burnt me out. And as I have posted and as I've talked about, I was ready to really just give it up. My focus was so much on monetization, and that now it's like, nope, the focus really is away from what my goal initially was. To put smiles on people's faces, keep people in the loop, especially when you're adopting a puppy. If you're adopting a puppy in today's day and age, you need transparency. You need to know exactly how your puppies are living, how they're cared for, what the breeders do to try to acclimate them to different situations. So that way, that The biggest, hardest thing for me to realize when I got back into dog breeding is that the way that the world is working now and the way that scammers are out there and the way that they love to steal money, I wanted to make sure that my customers knew we were transparent enough that they knew that they have a puppy, that they're not losing money, that they're not, you know what I mean? I mean, we do our best to be as completely transparent as possible. So with that said, I really want to continue with this. Now, I was thinking of doing 2 different YouTube channels, only because we do have 2 separate programs. You know what I mean? None of the genetics will ever cross paths. So with that said, this is really not about, I'm not going to really, how do I say that? I'm going to tell the difference between the 2 programs when I'm doing the videos. So that way I can keep people informed, and everybody. Here's Mr. Otto. He's like, hello. Keep everybody informed. And I don't really need to have 2 separate ones. But Facebook, there are 2 separate programs. Oh, you're going to be anxious to play with them in a few weeks, huh? Now, Otto is the type of dad that he will lay down he will submit to a puppy because he wants to see that puppy playing with him and interacting and everything else. He's such a great dad. And if he's not the dad, he's a great stepdad. Huh? You good boy? Hello. How are you? He's like, hello, mama. Wait. Were you sniffing? Oh. He's just like, are you smelling mama's coffee? He's such a goober. Sorry, guys. Oops. We almost got into the bowl here. Handsome. Oh, this is what you want. Yeah, you can have that, babe. It's a toy. It was underneath my leg, and I didn't realize it. It's like it's one of those maple smelling ones. So I'm like, oh, okay. He wanted it. So, does anybody have any questions about Frenchtons or Frenchies or anything? I mean, I'm up to any kind of discussion here. We won't stay on here too long, and we'll probably close this down here pretty soon. But I'm going to try to do, probably on Saturdays, we'll do like a puppy live stream. So that way, this isn't, she goes, I'm not the mama, but I'll still take care of you. So yeah, we'll probably do the live streams on Saturday morning so you can actually see how the puppies are doing and how they're growing. And of course, we'll have our sneak peeks during the week. What I want to do today is I want to take pictures of them. Honey, you have no milk. She's like, I don't care. They're babies. Look at the puppy butts. Beautifuls. I could sit in this whelping box all day if I could. So we have Auntie. If you're just tuning in, Auntie, Uncle, and Mama is in the back. They're all chilling with the babies because they can. And then we have Mr. Otto over here chewing on his bone that smells like bacon, I think it is, or beef or something. They're going to bite you, honey. Actually, I don't know if they have teeth yet. Here, let me check to see. Do you have teeth yet? Oh, they're almost there. A couple more days. I can feel them. You know how you feel the baby teeth? She's like, I'll clean him. I don't care. Oh my goodness, you guys. They're just so chunky monkeys. Ooh. Start getting time for toys and she's like, hello, hello. He's like, hey, there's nothing in these things. So I believe Milo is going to look a lot like Dusty here. He may or may not be. I was looking at a video today of Dusty when Dusty was that little, and he was just a tad bit darker. So I'm thinking that he may end up being his size. And that's, I mean, not his size, but his color. And that's very pretty. They will change. I mean, we'll have a puppy that may look like a blue merle, but then they end up turning out to be a blue fawn or different. They may change, like this little guy here. He's actually not eating because this is Auntie and there's no milk in there, but he's got some red on his face. He's like, hello. So can you see here how his ears are starting to lift up at the base? So usually I start seeing them sometimes around 4 weeks of age, sometimes 5 weeks of age, they start picking up their ears. But depending on the genetics, sometimes it takes a little bit longer for their ears to actually pop up. So usually, like if I don't see them pop up by 7 weeks of age, then I'll start, you can tape them up to strengthen the base, or you can just leave it alone and it'll naturally go up on its own. She's like, hello. Bella, you're such a good doggy. Yes, you are. You're such a good doggy. When they're at this age, they don't actually eat as often. But he's like, I'm not determined. I'm going to try to get something out of here. So let me know if if you want me to continue the live stream and just have a quiet visual, or if you want me to shut it down. Let me know if you're interested in continuing to watch these guys. Because I have no problem keeping it running. I'm just going to go do my thing and spend some time with Chris, if that's what you would like to do. Again, I would not advise anybody who has not run a program like this to ever let adults mingle, because it can be a catastrophe. So please keep that in mind. Absolutely adorable. All right, I'm going to have to get up. So I'm going to have to take apart this kennel because I don't know how I'm going to get out otherwise. Oh, it really sucks, you guys, being limited on your mobility. And of course, my feetsies are asleep. Hi, handsome. You want snuggle time, don't you? No. Okay. I know, I'm sorry. All right, so Otto is in my face saying, Mom. What about mom? What about Otto time? You want Otto time? Yeah? Okay. Get down. Get down. Go. Go. Good job. I know. I'm just waiting for my legs to wake up. How cute that is. She's like, hello, baby. She goes, I love you. Oh, well, I just lost my coffee. Auto drank it. Auto. Potty. Naughty potty. So is everybody in this chat room or on this live stream that has owned a Frenchton or has a Frenchton in their household? Let me know in the comments. Or a French Bulldog. Either one. What you doing? Knucklehead. Otto's watching the camera on the computer. He's like, hey. He's like, I see these dogs. Get over here, you monkey boy. If you're just tuning in, we have a whole whelping box full of doggies here. We have Mama in the back. You can't see her by her. Then we have Uncle Dusty, and we have Miss Bella, who's Auntie, that's in the front here. That's just taking care of the babies as if they were her own. And then we have Daddy that just walked off and is snuggled by my leg. And then we have the 3 puppies. What's the matter, Otto?
She's like, Mom, what are you doing here? So we do have another relaxation dog TV 2-hour video that's going to premiere tomorrow morning at 6:00. And this is of the puppies in the whelping box. The next one I want to do is of the bigger dogs. So I want to do one of the Frenchtons in the Frenchton program, or the dog in the Frenchton program. And then I also want to do the ones that are, how do I say it? The separate, also the Frenchies in the Frenchie program. So we'll do some different ones too, but try to get a couple of those done a week. So that way something different. Puppies seem a lot more relaxed now that the adults are in there. Huh. What's the matter? Huh. What I like about these live streams is you're able to see how sweet the dogs are, actually, what their nature is like. Yeah, the more I think about it, Smudge is a perfect name for him. Look at that. Sweetheart. That's a gorgeous picture right there. I'm afraid to move because this is so relaxing and calming. I don't want them to get up and they're just beautiful babies. Honey, you wouldn't mind making me another coffee, would you? Otto kind of drank out of mine already.
Don't stop giving them coffee.
Huh?
Don't stop giving them coffee.
Oh, I know. They're just so addicted. Oh, yeah. I leave my coffee down and we have either Pepper or Otto that loves to drink my coffee. Yeah, new cup too, please.
Nah. You're getting the same coffee.
3 Splenda. Hey, I'll kick your butt. 3 Splendas. I know, I like it sweet. That's why I go with Splenda instead of sugar. So yeah, I'm excited for this year. We've got a lot planned. Tana and Violet with the Fire Sky Frenchies. Tana and Violet, we're hoping to breed them this year. And like I said on my previous lives, they went to the vets and they all had their work up, and they did really, really well. So they're healthy and ready to go. So we're hoping to have some Frenchies, Frenchie litters at the end of this year. And we have the incubator ready. They're a little bit more sensitive in nature as far as the type of care that we need to give them. The risk of aspiration is huge compared to the Frenchtons. So it's a lot more work to whelp those litters, but it's rewarding at the same time. Thank you so much. Could I have my phone too? I know I'm paying about it. I can't move right now. My legs are sleeping. Thank you, honey. Sucks to get old, guys. Well, and he did end up giving me a different cup. He likes to tease. Okay, my beautifuls, I'm going to end the live stream here today, and I will, we will see you next Sunday. We will have some other updates and stuff like that during the week, but stay tuned. We will continue our Sunday live streams. Saturdays, we will do our puppy whelping box. We'll start in the morning. I'm not quite sure. Somewhere between 9 and 10 o'clock in the morning, we'll start our viewings on Saturdays. And if we're doing a lot of stuff like cleaning and a lot of noise in the area, then we will mute it. But you'll be able at least to have a visual of what the puppies are doing. Visuals are very cute. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If this is the first time tuning in, like, subscribe. And it really, really helps to get out there if you do so. Hopefully, we'll see you guys around. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.